going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video, comparison video basically. This is for the Hot Toy Snake Eyes and Threezero. So as you can see here, we're gonna take a look, jump right in and take a look at the accessories. That's the important part, right? So let's take a look here. This is the Hot Toys version. It comes with two swords. They're both die-cast, I believe. I mean, at least the first one I know. I mean, this one I know for sure this is the die-cast. The black one feels like it though. When you hold it, it has some weight to it. It is really nice, you know, whenever it's die-cast, and it's not too heavy compared to those Asthma swords where I don't like it when it's too heavy as well. I feel like it puts pressure on the joints, and you can see he does have a handgun, and this is when Hot Toys was really, I would say, pretty good with accessories. As you can see, the paint application is beautiful, even has a flashlight, and the EO Tech that it's on the top, I think that's what it's called, on the gun, the retractable stock as well. You can take out the magazines if you want to. It does come with a knife and nicely painted, as you can see here, two-toned, not just flat one. And I mentioned that because you can see when we're going to the Threezero version, it does really feel like you can see the separation between the two, but at the same time you can also see the difference between the prices. You can see the sword here. It is not made out of die-cast, it's plastic, nicely painted, not bad at all. It is light, and you can see the handgun. It looks like a 92F. The slide does go back as well, but the paint application, it does give you that toyish feel because it is shiny compared to the flat black that kind of resembles an actual gun for the Hot Toys version. And as you can see here, the stock just folds, and look at this knife right here. Again, just a matte black. At least it has a better finish than the handgun, but it does come with some you know, 3, I would say, smoke grenades and a flashbang perhaps, that you can insert into the figure itself. It does come with a dagger as well, but I didn't show it here. So let us take a look closely into the sword. As you can see here, even the handles of the sword is different from each individual one from Snake Eyes here. Again, this is the movie version compared to the animated version for the Threezero. You can see the handgun comparison here. Again, the Hot Toys version is just better. It's just better overall. But for the price that you're paying for the Threezero one, it is not bad. I mean, imagine the Hot Toys version came out, what, like 7 years ago, maybe even more? And this is still more expensive than the Threezero, than how you would buy the Threezero now, which is $150 if you buy it on Big Bad Toy Store, which I'll put the link down below as well. You can see the knife here. Maybe better sculpt on Threezero, but the paint application just stands out more on the Hot Toys version, in my opinion. Now the outfit or the costume itself, totally different, even though it's the same character. Once again, the Hot Toys version is the movie version, and you can make an argument that this is the Snake Eyes Origins as well. So mind you, this is an older figure, what, 7 years or maybe at least 5 years ago. So some of the Velcro has started, you know, the glue started being undone on this figure itself. So you can see the separation on the chest piece, which is not a big deal. You can always fix it. But the Threezero is more faithful to the, or you know, like the overall costume of Snake Eyes, basically the comic book version, or the, you know, the animated cartoon version. You can see some of the differences here as far as the boots. You can clearly see. So if you're more of the classical look, I would recommend the Threezero. As a matter of fact, I would recommend Threezero anytime, any day as well, because of the fact that it's so cheap. It's so cheap that you can't go wrong with it. Looking at the back here, you see some more of a tactical military version from Hot Toys compared to the more, I would say, classic look of Snake Eyes from Threezero. But with that being said, you know, like you can see the Hot Toys version has a lot of armor pieces, but also fabric. So the articulation is not too bad on the Hot Toys version. You would think that the Threezero has more of a issue when it comes to articulation, but it's not. It's actually more poseable than the Hot Toys version, even though it does have that simulated rubber suit and all that stuff, and also has ratcheted joints, so that is a huge plus for Threezero. Now the head sculpt, it doesn't come with an actual head or face sculpt, so to speak, but it does come with this visor in helmeted version. Of course, we're talking about Snake Eyes here, so this is more of which one do you prefer. The Hot Toys version has a lot of layering on it, so that it's different texture on the mouth, on top of the head, and the side, compared to the Threezero version did a fantastic job of emulating that entire look. Overall, his body creeping up to the helmet, which is, this is sculpted. This is not the same material as his suit. However, it does look the same, right? Like, I mean, that is the brilliance, I would say, of Threezero. I also do like just the overall look. You can see again the texture on the side of the helmet for Hot Toys, but the Threezero again has the different texture as well, and it has that big circular motion, kind of gear on the side of his visor. I don't even know what you call that, but both of them are pretty strong in my opinion. Of course, Hot Toys always has the leg up when it comes to like details and all that stuff, the paint application. But I would say this again, Threezero, for what you're getting and for what its intents and purposes, is not bad. It just does have that shiny feel to it that kind of takes away, the realness of it, so to speak. So it gives you that toyish vibe. But with that being said, it is not a horrible figure. As a matter of fact, you'll be surprised, I would recommend that more than the Hot Toys version. Why? Because it's readily available. Plus, it's a classic version, and the franchise is ongoing with Threezero. So they just announced Roadblock, and I believe there's another one, Firefly or something like that. I totally forgot, but I was a huge G.I. Joe. This is my toy back in the day when I was younger, but in a smaller scale. But now we see them in a 6-scale figure, which is pretty awesome. I am gonna do Storm Shadow next. But for the price that it's going for, I mean, it's almost a no-brainer right now. Plus, the Hot Toys version is a bit older. Unless you really love the movie, I would say go for it. And even the Origins version, because it's pretty much the same. I mean, you can afford both. Why not, right? But if you only have to pick one, I would suggest the cheaper one, which is right now for $144. Get the Snake Eyes version from the Threezero. From Threezero, it's a pretty good figure. You won't have any fear of posing it, anything like that, because A, it's so cheap, and B, it's durable. So compared to the Hot Toys version, which is falling apart now because of its age, I would still recommend Threezero. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I want to thank my members for always supporting the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.